What is going on, guys? My name is Daniel, and you are on Hustle Every Day. Today, we're talking about the Bauer backpack sprayer from Harbor Freight and some of the issues that I've ran into with this sprayer. Now, I'm not making this video because I had issues or because mine is no longer working. This is not an upset customer issue. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. Initially, when I bought it, I wanted to make a video and it stopped working. It started leaking all over me. Took it apart and I fixed it, which we'll talk about in a minute here. And now it's no longer working again. After I fixed it, I wanted to make a video, but like I said, it's no longer working again. So I figured I'm probably not going to fix it this time. I've about had it with this sprayer, but I'll go ahead and make a video. All right, so before we talk about the Bauer sprayer, since it's not working, I had to buy a replacement sprayer. Actually, I have a couple of them here, as you can see. The one I want to talk about, though, because we can kind of see the fitting and see some things on it, is this Viva brand sprayer. Now, if you watch some of my other videos, you might think I'm a Viva fanboy. Maybe I am a little bit, but their products are reasonably priced and they work well. I've had this one for just a little bit under the amount of time that I've had the Bauer here, because it stopped working almost immediately when I bought it. So I ordered this right away because I foreshadowed some issues with the Bauer, and I'm glad I did. So with that said, show you a couple things on this one. First of all, you'll notice it comes with a massive lithium-ion battery pre-installed. You don't have to buy the extra battery. It comes with a voltage meter. You plug in right there to charge. It does have, if we can see here, it has a little waterproof fitting. But what's most important is the way the wand hooks to the machine. So as you can see, I have some Teflon tape there because I was able to screw a fitting, metal onto metal, so that when the pressure builds up in this line, this fitting will hold. It's not just a piece of rubber slipped over a piece of plastic with a clamp on it. This is an actual fitting. And also, with that said, check out this wand. Okay, fully extendable wand. When you're spraying chemicals and nasty crap, being able to extend the wand out is quite a nice feature. I paid $80 for this Viva sprayer. $80 with the battery, the wand, everything included. Whereas I paid, like $129 for this. But, they want like $60 or $70 for the stupid battery. And the thing does not even work. I've had it for less than a year and it does not work for the second time now. So I want to talk about why I think this no longer works and what I think some of the basic issues are with this machine. So if we flip it up here, you'll see on this, the line runs in to that piece of plastic there. Now, the reason I'm showing you that is because I opened it up and I looked at what was in there, because the first time it stopped working, it just started dumping liquid, chemical, all over my back, all over my legs, all down into the battery compartment, because that little plastic compartment, essentially where the hose runs into, is also where the battery is stored. So all this crap started running down into there, completely ruined the battery, covered me. I was at a client's house and I had to basically strip down to my boxers, jump in my truck and drive home, strip my boxers off, because I don't want to be sitting with that nasty chemical all over myself. Now, it was at that point that I took it apart. And when I did, what I realized really shocked me, especially for a machine like this. So when I opened this up and I took it apart, what I found is that hose hooks onto a little plastic fitting and it's tightened down with something like this. Honestly, it's not even this good. It's a cheap little hose clamp. And what happens is when the pressure builds up in here, because from what I can tell, this machine has no pressure shutoff. It just basically keeps running and building pressure, I guess in hopes that you'll start spraying. Otherwise, you have to shut it off. And when it builds that pressure, this line in here, since it's just hooked on with a crappy little clamp, this will pop off. Now, you can't tell that it's popped off because it's still inside of there. So you don't know what's going on other than the fact that liquid, whatever chemical you have in here, whether it's bug spray, weed block, whatever it may be, is filling up your battery compartment. And then from there, it runs all over everything. And that's also where all the electronics are. So as soon as all that nasty water and chemical gets in there, the thing immediately stops working. So what I did was I opened it up, I dried it out, I took hot glue and covered the whole board with hot glue after I dried everything out. The switch is in there. The switch was covered with liquid. I dried out the switch, covered the whole switch with hot glue to seal it up. I put it all back together, and it did work. It worked for, I don't know, another good 6 or 7 months before it stopped working again. This time, it didn't leak on me, but it essentially just stopped working when I was out at a client's house trying to spray a garden. So it kind of sucked. Luckily, I had my other sprayer with me, so it wasn't the end of the world. But yeah, I mean, it was $120, and now it's a piece of trash. I'm getting ready to throw it away. But before I threw it away, I wanted to talk about the sprayer a little bit, and again, kind of let you know what I think some of the downfalls are with it. But with that said, if you do decide to buy this sprayer, I would say maybe wait. Maybe they'll fix this issue. Maybe they'll watch this video, but probably not because I'm not that big. Maybe somebody else will make a video about this same thing, saying the same thing, and Bauer and Harbor Freight will decide to connect a fitting like what Beaver did so that you could screw it on. If they did that, the line would stay connected. It wouldn't leak. The board and the battery and everything would stay dry. And the thing would probably continue working for a long time to come. Now, you would think these people at Bauer and whoever makes Bauer are smart enough to foresee this happening, which makes me wonder if they did. And they know that you're basically buying a disposable tool, something that obviously is not going to last you very long. And I don't know. I like Harbor Freight. I like places like that. I like places like Beaver. I even buy a lot of stuff off Temu. And, I like for the stuff to continue working. And I like to support these companies because they essentially help support me in keeping their stuff relatively inexpensive. But with that said, if cheap means that it's not going to last, then I'm going to have to spend a little bit more money and go elsewhere or just find another brand like I did with this Beaver brand over here. So Harbor Freight, figure this stuff out. I know you got a lot of good tools, but when you come out with something like this, some of this stuff should be common sense. You have a pressure hose, use a fitting. I mean, this stuff, automotive industry, hydraulic industry, this is pretty common sense stuff. So Harbor Freight, figure this stuff out. And yeah, if you buy this, good luck. You know what's going on. Maybe dig into it and fix it before you start using it. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you watching. Please do hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a whole lot. Hit that bell if you like videos like this. Hit that thumbs up button because it helps the algorithm a lot. And if you actually didn't like this video, feel free to hit the thumbs down button. But if you do hit the thumbs down button, please leave a comment down below and let me know why you didn't like this video. And other than that, guys, as always, continue to hustle every day. Never stop, never slow down. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.